going to keep my name to myself, but I
Yep.
will tell you that I am a student.
Okay.
And I have been fortunate enough to travel extensively in my life so far. And I know firsthand the beauty and the privilege that it is to live on the planet that we have. And sometimes people ask me, why are you an environmentalist? Why do you care so much? And I sometimes reply, like, do you enjoy breathing? Do you enjoy water?
Right.
Do you enjoy the fact that you are allowed to exist? Because even though we've come very far technologically, we still very much rely on the natural world for everything, pretty much.
So the balance between technology, economy, and a sustainable society, that seems to be what has crushed us into this moment. What is our path forward that you can see?
I think the best thing to do from here on out is to communicate and to imagine one another as fellow humans who all, in the end, need the same things at the end of the day. We all need to breathe, we all need water. And we need to work together. There will not be a future if we continue to war amongst ourselves and ignore the fact that the planet is getting hotter and that we're going to self-destruct if we keep going like this. So communication, tolerance, respect, and empathy.
And
will be very important.
Empathy is a superpower in my book.
Empathy for ourselves, empathy for the planet, empathy for one another.
So becoming better understanding about, say, blue-collar workers that are losing their jobs in Michigan, we need to have empathy with them, but we also need to have empathy with natives in the Maldives whose islands are flooding because of global ice melting.
Absolutely. That's why I think communication and working together is going to be so important, because we need to put all of the issues on the table, understand where everyone is coming from, and work together to look for a solution that comes closest to a compromise that'll suit everyone,
right,
and not leave anyone hanging. It's a challenge. It's going to be hard, but that's why we have to do it.
Right. And that's why you're here today, and it's worth the effort right now.
Absolutely.
To move this way.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck.
And I want future generations to be able to enjoy the world as much as I do.
And what we're seeing, the recent events, it feels like our planet is more threatened than it has.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a growing problem, and we definitely need to take action now. We're even a little late now. I think we should have taken action a while ago.
Right.
But it's definitely a growing issue, and I think that people are starting to realize that. So sentiment is trending towards taking action, but it's hard, and we have to do something now.
Right. So coming out here today and showing your beautiful signs and lending your voice, you feel is going to help us take more awareness to this cause?
I think that awareness is very important, especially with the president making statements that it's a hoax. It's important to get the word out that it's not a hoax in any way.
So how does that make you feel when the president of the United States says climate change is a hoax?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear, because there are things that we can do to make it better, and things that will help really everybody, but he's denying. He refuses to take these steps for us.
But through the denial, how do you see the denial a danger to us and our path forward?
Like I said before, I think we need to take action now, and denying it is just putting it off.
So it's like turning our backs to the oncoming rocks,
yes,
and we're going to crash into them if we don't turn around and stay aware.
Yes.
Okay. Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And would you like to? Sure. You can say your name or just tell me why you're here.
So I'm a student from Washington College with the Student Environmental Alliance, and I am here just because legislators in Washington need to realize that climate change and environmental issues currently facing our country and our planet are something that we can't ignore. It's something that we can't put off. I think that we've become obsessed with economic growth and growing our economy, and while that's important and providing jobs is important, we can't infinitely expand our economy because we have finite resources and we aren't acting like it, and we're living beyond our means, and we need to pull back and conserve and watch our carbon footprint.
So that seems like a really important issue. I heard a report on NPR just yesterday that the United States has not had 3% economic growth as we've had since maybe the 1950s. And there's this expectation within legislators and government officials and corporations particularly that we should always see 3% or more growth. Is that sustainable? How do we balance this desire to always grow economically with balancing our resources on our planet and how many people are on the planet?
I think that when we're measuring economic growth, the measures that we use today, it seems as though we don't always take into account the externalities and the waste and the ways that a lot of these corporations and these big businesses will degrade our resources. So I think that we need to focus on creating a stable economy rather than one that's infinitely growing, and creating a sustainable economy where we know that those jobs are going to be there for our kids and those resources are going to be there for our kids. So that involves mixing conservation and preservation and just green jobs, green infrastructure.
So we can do this. We can grow, but we need to make some different investment choices as workers, as corporations, as government officials. Reinvest in sustainable industries. And it seems like that's where we're going, but there's just this holdout, this motion backwards right now.
Yeah,
definitely. And we've just got to hold the center, so to say.
Yeah, we definitely have to push back against sort of the lull in the progress that we face with this presidency and this administration.
And we're talking about your future, so this is really, really important. Okay. Anything else that you want to say?
I think that's
good?
That's it. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you want to?
Okay. My name's Rose. I'm also here, a college student. I'm here because I think there's so many environmental issues that are really concerning, whether it's like ocean acidification, pollution, like degrading our forests, so many things. And I think that this march will help bring awareness and maybe motivate just average citizens, scientists, and especially politicians to like enact legislation to like.
So Trump has said on some of the previous marches that we're paid protesters. What would you say to Trump that we're paid to do this?
No, we definitely aren't paid. I think we're all motivated. I guess by just wanting to like preserve the environment. And yeah.
So you're here because this is your future, and you see it in danger. And in fact, they're talking about the Great Barrier Reef not being the Great Barrier Reef very much longer. And you want to protect.
Yeah, I want people to do something about it. Politicians. I want like students like me to also get more involved.
Right. So being out here today is going with the force, the counter force, to hold our future.
I think so.
Okay. Thank you so much. You can use my name. Oh, okay.